Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. Today's Thursday, September the 8th, 2022. And yes, it is here. The NFL season kicks off tonight. Unbelievable, exciting. And we have our three-man booth. I'm going to be just orchestrating and passing it off to our two pros. And this is their debut together, starting off this NFL season together. It's obviously Josh Davis at JP Davis 1982, also known as Crash. And we're so excited to have Stephen Miller with us at Mill Tim, which is Miller time, by the way, I found out. Mill Tim 34. And Stephen brings just a wealth of knowledge of the game, the NFL, DFS, and very, very excited for this NFL season, guys. Crash, I'll go to you first. Are you pumped up, or what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, we've been looking forward to this now for 6-7 months. So yeah, I mean, as soon as the Super Bowl ends, you're always looking forward to the next season. So yeah, I've been counting down the days. Season won't really kick off for me until the Packers play on Sunday, but you know, this is definitely a good appetizer for sure.
It's a great game. There's no doubt. And we see the brand new hat that Steven has. Love that hat, man. That is looking so sharp. I will say, though, it is Rams colors. I'm just saying.
Yeah. A couple years ago, my wife and I, that was our team. It was actually Cooper Kupp's first year. Did a lot of research, figured out Cooper Kupp, fell in love with the guy, and I'm in love with the guy tonight too.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're going to go through everything. We're going to be with you every Thursday at 6:50 p.m. So we're going to give you all the information, all the updated info on our Thursday slate so that you can really knock that out of the park. And then we're going to come to you Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. By the way, I always refer to Eastern time. That's just the easiest way to go. But it's fun for us when we're trying to organize because I'm Eastern, Crash is Central, and Steven is West Coast. So we've got them all covered here. And that is pretty confusing when you're trying to schedule podcasts.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, though.
We will.
We'll get it all wrapped up and ready to go here in another week or so for sure. So
we will. And Saturday nights is going to be our big deal. We're going to really go over the entire Sunday slate. We want to give everybody enough time so that they're not trying to watch 10 different shows on Sunday morning, and give you a chance to get some lineups. Hey, all right. We got the dog joining the football party. I love it. Real quickly, let's see in chat. Rose Miller, welcome. I think that's a new name. So that must be a new football person jumping in. So welcome to the chat. And you're the first one in, too. So congratulations on that. Sean V., Coach, he says, Coach, how you doing here? I know the Corbin Burns fade. Leave me alone. See that hat that Steven's wearing? Now I have to buy one of those for Crash because I faded Corbin Burns. But I want you to know, though, that this evening's slate, I still have a lot of good bats, and I think we're going to cash there. So
yeah, your Yadier Molina call was out of this world. I mean,
Yadier Molina, low owned, nobody played him, and double dong. So great to see Sean there. He won fifth place in the 121, 7 bills. That's the way we do it here at Coach Talk. Nice. Hopefully he got on Molina there from our podcast. They broke the record for the battery, so we wanted to go with him today. But great to see you, Rodney Pollard. What's going on? Payne Blanksmith, great to have you in there. Niles Simmons, JT, Bev. We got Boy from Cali, of course. Tony A is looking he's going to take that Milly Maker down on Sunday, I think. Who Dat Nation? I haven't seen you since football, I don't think, man. Welcome back. Great to have you back in the house here. So great having everybody in there. We're going to start right off out of the chute here, guys, giving away one of those Milly Maker tickets. So it's real simple. If you get your name picked, we're going to do a randomizer for everybody that's live in the chat and that has actually have to say hello or something so I can put you in there. Mr. Few's in there now. Molina was a great call. Thank you, man. I love Yachty. If you get chosen, all you have to do is go to Twitter at DFS Coach Talk, DM, say my name is Jim Smith. My PayPal email is jimsmith@gmail.com. Bang, you'll get it. So you can pop it in there, get that Milly Maker locked in, get your free roll, and take it down. So absolutely. Melinda Sexton, how are you? I hope we have some ladies in here. Where's Deb?
That's actually Kyle, Coach. He said it's Kyle.
Oh, it's Kyle.
I guess he's under his
coming
wife's
in as
account.
Melinda.
Yeah.
What the heck? And we're gonna call him Melinda for the rest of
Oh
this.
no.
Melinda is a Bills fan too, and Melinda no, it's not Melinda. It's Kyle, and he is the newest member to our Coach Talk Pro team. He is awesome. He's a specialist in hockey. So he'll beat you up if you make bad picks, guys. So remember that we got a hockey player in the mix here.
Yeah.
And he's going to be supplying some different lineups in some of the sports for us. So another great member to the team. We just keep getting better, bigger, and better looking too. I mean, look at this. We got these two young guys with beards making me look old again. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. When I see these Twitter handles with the year that I know is your date of birth, and it's like my college or high school graduation, it makes me sick. But all right, Melinda, we're going with you until that's the good luck charm for the Bills tonight there, Kyle. So we're going to believe in that. All right, again, just send us that DM and we'll get that out to you right away. The first $5 ticket goes to bingo. It's Tony A. Tony A is the #1 winner for the first Milly Maker giveaway of the 5 we're giving away during the podcast today. Remember, join us. You can mark your clock, 6:50 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. We're going to knock this out. 8 p.m. every Saturday night, we're going to knock out the whole slate Sunday. And we'll throw a few surprise, maybe even members-only podcasts into the mix on Sundays from time to time. One thing I do want to mention as we kick off here, Crash came up with a really cool idea. I think it was him and Boy from Cali that may have come up with it. But why don't you tell our members that are listening in that contest we're going to do for each Sunday football? Not tonight, but for Sunday.
Right. So for every Sunday, we're going to do a $5 contest on DraftKings that will be open to members only. We're going to start with 20 people. Hopefully we'll have more and we'll, have to add to it and make it bigger, but we'll start with 20. So the first 20 members actually will be first 19 because I'll have to have an entry in there, but I'm just going to put, injured reserve players and players we know aren't going to play to be fair to everyone. And it's going to be a $5 entry fee. The payouts are going to be $45 for first, $27 for second, and $18 for third place. So
yeah, just something fun. It gives you a little bragging rights in our chat, and we'll see if your score beats the score that our pros are putting out too. So that's always an interesting piece for sure.
Yep.
All right, let me Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was saying I'll post that invitation as soon as the podcast ends so we can start getting people in there for Sunday right away.
Yep. And it's first come, first serve. We just wanted to keep it real small initially, and then we'll just build on it, make it a nice little pool. We're paying that entry fee aspect at the beginning so that we can get it organized and out there for you. We just thought it'd be a fun thing for our members to try to be the king of the hill there for the day. All right, we're diving into this. We're going to talk a little bit about ownership. So we'll go over where the leverage is, what it looks like. We'll do a ton of that on Saturday for Sunday slate. But we'll talk about it tonight too, because that's important, especially as you're building these showdown slates. As you know, you have to pretty much get them right on the nose to make a big impact. But as far as the game set goes, let's take a look at what we've got today. Obviously, it's the Buffalo Bills at the Los Angeles Rams. It kicks off at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. It is beautiful, really. A little warm in LA, though. 87 degrees, slight breeze, 10 miles an hour. Shouldn't affect the throwing game or anything like that. Bills right now, from what I have on the board here, is -2.5. minus 135 on the money line if you want to play him that way. And the over-under is 52. So that's a bit of a game set there. And what we thought we would do on these Thursday podcasts where it's showdown, let's go positional. Normally we'll go game by game for the Saturdays, just so you know, and we'll break down each team and see who stands out there. So let's talk quarterbacks right out of the chute. Crashed, what is your feel on these two quarterbacks today? Who's going to make your lineup? Is it necessary to play both of them? What are you looking at?
I'm leaning more towards Josh Allen in this game. I do think both quarterbacks are going to have some success, but I think that the Rams might have a little bit more success on the ground than the Bills. The Rams had the fifth best defense against running backs and fantasy points allowed last year, so I think their run defense is pretty tough. The Bills were about average, so that's why I think that the Rams can run on them a little bit more than the Bills will be able to run on the Rams. I do wanted to mention, though, before we get too far into this, we do have the inactives for the Bills. It's offensive tackle Tommy Doyle, defensive end Shaq Lawson, cornerback Cam Lewis, tight end Quentin Morris, and then the rookie wide receiver Khalil Shakir is out. So there's probably some people that are wanting to play him, but he is out. So
okay, very good. What's your take on the quarterback situation tonight, Steven?
I really like Josh Allen. I can't see how you cannot have him in your lineup. He's probably going to lead the Bills in rushing tonight. So I really like him. Matthew Stafford. He hasn't really been practicing very much throughout the training camp and in the preseason. So I think they are going to stick to the running game. But if I was going to pick a quarterback tonight, Josh Allen would be in my lineup.
Okay. Yep. What about as far as captain's spot? Is Allen going to be more than likely your go-to guy for you two guys?
Go ahead.
Josh.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with Cooper Kupp in the captain spot. He's proven himself, over the last couple of years, and of course last year with just a historic year. And, he's the number one fantasy wide receiver. And I just think that if you don't have him in your captain spot, you're going to be chasing too many points. So Kupp is going to be my captain, but, Allen would probably be my second pick if I had a second pick for captain.
Steven, same thought?
I have Gabriel Davis in my captain spot.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think the matchup with the Bills against the Rams, with Jaylen Ramsey going up against Stephon Diggs, their number one wideout. Last time they played, he had 4 catches for 13 yards. I mean, that was back in 2020. But Ramsey is that shutdown corner. Unless the Bills are, unless the Rams decide to do the switch where they double team Diggs and then maybe throw Ramsey on Gabriel Davis. But I don't see that happening tonight. So one guy would probably be Gabriel Davis in my captain spot.
Okay.
Very interesting. Let's take a look real quick since we're starting to get into these names and mesh them all together. Ownership-wise, it looks like we have some projections for DraftKings and Fanduel. Looks like because of the cheap 7,200 price, Stephon Diggs is right now coming in at 16%. How about that? Cooper.
Yeah, so is that high? Is that what you're saying? That's a higher number?
Yeah, he's number one.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Cooper Kupp at 14, Higbee at 7, Josh Allen 6, Gabe Davis 5, and then on down. Stafford's only 5.
I feel like that just gives us an edge right away, Steve. I mean,
and that's that Thursday through Monday ownership projection.
Okay.
Snapshot.
Yeah, and basically in DraftKings he's 7,200, so he's at least 10%, 15% less than all the other guys ahead of him, and it gives you that more wiggle room to be able to put more guys in your lineup rather than trying to chase a guy like Tutu Atwell or players of that caliber to try to hope for points.
Right.
So by putting Gabe Davis in that captain spot, I think it gives you a lot more opportunities for the rest of your roster.
Yeah, the ownership on Stephon Diggs definitely stands out to me because, as you mentioned, he's going to be lined up with Jaylen Ramsey. So I'm pretty surprised that he being that high owned. So
well, he's the same on Fanduel as well for this Thursday Monday slate. I just want to give everybody that idea so they can get a feel when they're building out their showdown slate or whatever they're going with from there. But Diggs at 17% again on Fanduel. Cooper Kupp 13, Allen Robinson at 13. How about that?
Yeah, I like Allen Robinson.
5,900.
Along with Gabe Davis. Golly, it's my own name. Gabe Davis. He would be, my other favorite play in that middle tier. He's 9,300 in the captain on DraftKings, 6,200 in the flex. With Beckham gone and Van Jefferson out, it's just going to be the Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson show, really. Skoranek is a good value play, I think. But, for the most part, I think those guys are going to get the lion's share of the targets.
Yeah, I'm surprised Josh Allen's not higher, though. I mean, he's 11% on here on FanDuel, again, for the Thursday, Monday. Gabe Davis at 6. Higbee, definitely the number one tight end from the way it looks, which a lot of people, I thought would go the Dawson Knox direction.
Mm-hmm.
But Higbee's grabbing more ownership. Stafford's way down the list, man. Nobody is going with Stafford. I don't know. Is that a scary thing that we're all just writing off Stafford, Steven?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with kind of the preseason and training camp and so on and so forth. But I think Sean McVay and Stafford and Cooper Kupp, they do a lot together. They play design together. They figure out their approach every week. They're all kind of like coaches on the field. Obviously, Sean McVay is the coach, but I don't mind playing Matthew Stafford. That's why that captain position is so important, to put the right guy in there so you can be able to take advantage of all the rest of the guys that you can have in your lineup. So,
yeah,
I like Stafford.
Yeah, I'm with you. Real quick, want to say hello because we have a whole bunch of people that jumped in. I don't know if I said hello to Gizmo Perk. MB's back in there. Garage Junkie Productions. I love that. That's somebody new. Welcome.
Yeah.
Christopher Burnham. We know Sean B's in there. Josh J to go up against Josh J.P. Davis over here. Mm-hmm. Jim Parrish joined, jumping in for football again this year. Glad that he's back with us. Sam Downs, how's it going? Uncrabby Cabby. Is that it? I love it, man. Play Matthew Stafford. Josh Allen will be concussed. Wow. Ooh. There's a call for you.
Oh, whoa.
Somebody's looking at a big early sack there. I don't know, man.
Uncrabby Cabby sounds a little crabby to me.
Yeah, a little crabby there. Getting one right in the chops, I guess. But love having everybody in here and appreciate all of you. By the way, if you want to become a member of Coach Talk, come with the family. Come join us, dfscoachtalk.com. You can always join and try us out for the little 5-day NFL thing that we've got going. It's like that every week. You can join on a Thursday and have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, $19. You get everything football-wise, then you get all of our other stuff, baseball, NASCAR, MMA, everything that's going on the weekends. Absolutely. So look forward to having some of you join in there and jump in that new contest that Crash has put together for our members. So also want to say this too, right off the bat, we didn't mention it, but we don't have the scroll on the bottom. So I forgot, but we're going to get that for the 3-man booth set up for our next podcast. But Boom Fantasy is our presenting sponsor. We have partnered with them. They're new out of the chute and they're phenomenal. If you haven't tried them out, we have a link connected right here on YouTube. We have it on Twitter. It's on our TikTok. It's on our webpage, dfscoachtalk.com. You can just click on Boom Fantasy, jump in there. You're going to love it. You can play prop plays, head-to-heads, anything you can imagine. They are fantastic. So jump on. We would love to have you in there. So, all right. Let's shift over a little bit to the running back side of things. And I guess from a strategic standpoint, what I want you guys to sort of encompass, let's do the running backs here. And are they going to be a part of your main build? Because from what I'm hearing in here and what I'm seeing with some of the ownership, looks like it's Josh Allen, some wide receivers, and the running backs other than Gabe Davis, who is going to be chalky, sort of getting lost in the shuffle. Steven, I'll start with you this time. What are you looking at other than your man, Gabe Davis?
I like Cam Akers in this situation. I think Cam Akers will probably get about 15 touches tonight. I think he's going to lead that backfield. Obviously, Stafford doesn't really run the ball. Darrell Henderson will get some action, but just to kind of spell Cam Akers from time to time. So I like Cam Akers. And obviously, what I said earlier about the Bills, I think Josh Allen's going to lead the team in rushing. There's a lot of talk about James Cook and with Devin Singletary and seeing how that's going to play out. As a value bet, you'd go with James Cook. He's only $2,800 in DraftKings, so he's a good bet. But out of the running backs, I like Cam Akers tonight.
Interesting. I always have a hard time when people are splitting a position. I can't stand when running backs share a position. It's just one of those points of contention for me. And I know sometimes you can get value with it, but man, that really bugs me. And that's a big problem with the Bills. Crash, what do you think?
Yeah, and I don't like to go head first into playing rookies. Usually I like to kind of see after a week or two how they're looking, where they fit in, their playing time and all that, the rotation. Is James Cook going to get third down carries? Is he going to get goal line carries? We don't know any of that yet. So it's a little risky, but in a GPP, I definitely think that James Cook is in play. I'm leaning more towards the receivers, in this game. I do like the Rams defense a little bit as well. I think they'll be pretty low owned, but I still think it's a very respectable defense. They did lose Von Miller. Of course, he went to Buffalo, so he'll be on the opposing sideline. But they did add Bobby Wagner, who will help solidify the middle of that defense, So I still like the Rams defense a little bit. And, I'm looking to get a little bit different and not play any running backs at this point. So,
wow. What about you, Steven?
I'm the same as Josh. Yeah, I don't like the running backs really tonight. I'm more about the receivers.
Yeah. And it seems to be the trend, no question. All right, I'm going to spin the wheel and make a deal here for somebody who's going to win it. Shout out to my buddy Gundacker. I always say that. But the next winner of the free PayPal to play the Milly Maker on Sunday happens to be Kerplunk. Who is it? It turned out to be, why is it not showing up on there? There it is. It's Mark Foth, F-A-U-T-H. Mark Foth, you are the second winner. Definitely send us a DM at DFS Coach Talk, your name and your PayPal email address, and we will send you over that cash so you can get in that contest. So, Mark, congratulations on the second win. All right, I'm interested. My biggest decision I've got to make here, and I want you guys to clear it up. Obviously, because of the pricing, Stephon Diggs is getting a ton of action. Let's break down these wide receivers. Let's face it. Everybody's going Allen. The chalky, cheaper back's going to be Davis. The difference probably is going to be made in these decisions that we make at wide receiver. So this is the most important piece. Stephen, why don't you break down where you're looking or where you're fading and what you think, because this is going to be the line in the sand is the wide receiving cores with these teams.
I would go with the Bills, and I'd go with Isaiah McKenzie. He's a great value. He's playing the Cole Beasley position last year. He's going to get a lot of volume, a lot of targets. He's an explosive player. And he's very valuable right now. His value is really low. The cost of him is really low in DraftKings. I believe he's only $2,400 in DraftKings. So wow. It's a huge value. I mean, he's almost someone that you could throw into that captain position to give you both quarterbacks and receivers and so on and so forth. But that's who I like the most for the Bills. As far as As far as the Rams, it's kind of throwing darts. That there's no one of great value that you just don't really know who's going to get the ball. With Van Jefferson being out for tonight. So it could be Tutu Atwell, it could be Schulreneck. My favorite guy is actually not active tonight. If he was active tonight, I would go with him. Lance McCutcheon. He had a great preseason. Incredible guy, but the GM was talking about how he's going to use this year. It's almost like a redshirt year for McCutcheon. That's
crazy.
If I was going to go with the value, it would be Isaiah McKenzie.
Okay. Crash, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, for a value receiver, I like Ben Skoranek. He, flashed a little bit at the end of the year last year, and I think that, he's going to be in that Van Jefferson role tonight with Jefferson out. So, he's only 2,400 in the flex, or 2,700 in the captain spot, and 1,800 in the flex. So he's super cheap for a starting wide receiver 3. With Jefferson out. So he's going to definitely be my value play.
Outstanding. All right. Real quick, we're going to spin the wheel here, see who wins the next ticket. Want to keep this moving on. Bang. Oh, we've got, one of our longtime members, Shauna Savage with a victory. Shauna
nice.
gets a free ticket. I love it. Shauna, congratulations. That is awesome. So, we know how to get in touch with you. You've been a member for a long time. So I know your PayPal email, and I will send you that as soon as we get done with this podcast. Congratulations, Shauna. All right. As far as filling out, let's go with put you on the gun a little bit here. The fade that you think's going to grab some ownership, but you're not going to have them. A little bit of pressure here. But in your initial builds and what you're putting together, and it's, it may not be popular, like my Corbin Burns call today in baseball. It can bite you in the, what. But, Crash, who are you looking? It doesn't have to be just one person. Where's the fade stuff coming for you to make yourself a little different in these builds?
Well, I mean, with as high as his ownership is, Diggs is the fade for me. And it's not just, because as they were mentioning in chat, it is true. Ramsey doesn't typically, shadow people per se. He kind of plays zone and, kind of off coverage and stuff like that. So he may be on Diggs, for 30% of the plays and then just moving around the rest of the game. They just kind of like to move him around. And so, I think that Diggs is a little bit over-owned. And I would just much rather play either Kupp or Robinson. So that's a pretty easy fade for me.
Okay. What about you, Steven?
I'm agreeing with Josh on this. I like Diggs tonight, based on everything else that we talked about with Ramsey and just all the weapons that they have. They don't need to force feed Diggs. They got a lot of different options there. And again, if they start putting pressure and blitzing Josh Allen's just going to take off with the ball, and he's not afraid to run the ball. So I don't like Diggs tonight, and that's the guy. That's the guy.
That's really good. Good take from the Coach Talk team. That's going to differentiate us, from a lot of lineups. I think there's no question about it. Good stuff. All right, we have a fourth winner. I've lost track, so I think this is the fourth winner. The fourth winner, I clicked the button when you were finishing up talking, and it's Rose Miller. Rose Miller, you are a winner. DM us at DFS Coach Talk. If you're watching right now, please hit that thumbs up. That means a lot to us. We want to move up that algorithm on YouTube. We want to get some more views on Twitter. So if you're on YouTube, the thumbs up is important. Hit the subscribe button. This way, when all of our podcasts post, and that's important. If you hit that alert button in the upper corner, every time if you're subscribed, you'll get that alert that one of our podcasts is posting. We do 7-day-a-week MLB, 7-day-a-week NBA. We're going to have these NFL podcasts on Thursdays and Saturday nights. We're going to have some hockey podcasts coming up this year. A lot of new things in the mix here at Coach Talk. So hit those buttons. That really helps us get more, out there a lot more. And we want to have more giveaways and contests. We're all about having a really good time with this. And we do a lot of things here at Coach Talk a little differently. If you're new to Coach Talk, we hand build stuff, but we break everything down. We're optimizing. We're looking at all the ownership. We're seeing where the leverage is. But we also know that the majority of DFS players are not 150 max entry players. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's great to have a 50K bankroll and you can play that and do that. But let's face it, most of us don't do that. Most of us are going to build 1, 2, 3, 5 lineups, whatever it is. And you can max enter maybe a 3-entry contest, whatever. But the realistic aspect of it is we try to approach it with what the everyday average DFS Coach Talk player wants to do. But the difference that we want to make is we don't want you to have to reload every week. This is just a hobby, the old slot machine in the casino. I'm going to go in and have a few drinks, dump my couple $100. I know I'm going to lose. You can't take that approach. You got to come in, build a bankroll. We meet with every one of our members, person to person. We sit down, we talk with them right in our Discord chat. We talk about bankroll management, contest selection, which is the most important thing in the world, and then building a bankroll. So why not have a hobby that's fun and you can make money and not have to reload? So that's what we're about here at Coach Talk. We'd love to have you come in and give us a try. All right. Defense, anything on the defensive side that you guys want to bring out? Does that come into play for you here at all, Crash? What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I do like the Rams defense a little bit more than the Bills. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have a defense in my lineup or not yet, but if I did, I would lean with the Rams, playing at home, the defending Super Bowl champions, opening night. I mean, there's a lot of reasons I think emotionally to side with the Rams here, even though the Bills might be a better team overall this year. But I do like the Rams here, so I would, lean towards the Rams as far as defense.
Very nice. What do you think, Steven?
I like the Rams too, and I like the Bills. It's a tough situation. I mean, it's a really good matchup, and I could see it going both ways. I could see it being either a low scoring or a high scoring game, but usually primetime games.
Is that all? Is it going to be?
Yeah. I see it being, 34 to 23, maybe. Or it could be 14-10.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Steven,
I don't want to put my value in the defense today.
We love when you go out on a limb like that, man.
Yeah.
So I got to point something out. I found, on Boom Fantasy, the over-under for Cooper Kupp is 1.5 touchdowns. Now, on PrizePicks, you have 0.5 receiving touchdowns, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because, Cooper Kupp doesn't get very many rushing touchdowns. He's not Deebo Samuel. So I think that's a very low number on PrizePicks. I would smash the over on 0.5 receiving touchdowns. I think that's a really
I might smash the under on 1.5, to be honest.
Yeah, and the under on 1.5 might be a good play, but I would lean towards the over on 0.5. I mean, he had that in his last 5 games, 2-2, 1-1. So, yeah.
Very good. Interesting plays. And we also, if you're not a member, or if you're a new member and it's football starting up again, we give out a core build for a single entry build on DraftKings and a GPP on DraftKings. We also give out a full lineup, single entry, we call it, because you can go cash or single entry with it. We give that a full one out for Fanduel and Yahoo and a GPP for Fanduel and Yahoo. So we're giving you the best that we got in our chat. We do that 30 minutes ahead of time in our main chat. So, and we're also going to give you our Boom Fantasy picks and our PrizePicks picks as well. We'll give you 2. Usually they'll give 2 each, Crash and Steven, and they'll post those right in the main chat. And we have a channel also for Boom and for PrizePicks as well. So speaking of that, Crash, do you have some Boom or PrizePicks plays other than the one you just mentioned with the Cooper Kupp situation, which you can actually play both sides of that and middle it and try to hit both of them?
Yeah, I'm going to go with, like I said, the over on 0.5 receiving touchdowns for Cooper Kupp. And then I am going to go with the under on Stephon Diggs at 6 receptions.
All right. We're all in on that under Stephon Diggs tonight. Steven, do you have anything plugged in yet?
I don't. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I'll have something posted to main chat here real soon.
No problem. Steven is our ace in the hole. So those are for members only. He's holding back he's a poker player. He holds back his card.
Can't give.
We'll try to get going forward. We'll try to give you 2 freebies on this pod on Thursdays and Saturdays. We're just getting our feet under us and getting that all organized, and then we'll give out at least 2 more each. And I may even throw one in the mix in our main chat because I love playing Boom Fantasy. I really do.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to give away our 5th and final ticket. And I'm going to push the button right now. It is Bev. We have 2 female winners today out of the 5. How about let's hear it for the women's side of the coin in football. Bev, you are a winner. So DM us on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk. All 5 winners tonight, and we'll get those out to you so you can get that lineup set for tomorrow. Again, we have a members only boy from Cali and Crash talked about. We're going to do a members only first 20 in. We'll post that in main chat, and you can win some bucks there, $5 to get in. And then we'll be putting our lineups out there and going forward from there. And then it's going to be a super busy weekend here at Coach Talk. Come and give us a try, or if not, and you want to just check out our podcasts. Again, you can catch us generally 1:30 p.m. every afternoon for MLB, unless there's an early slate, and then we go at 11 a.m. and then 6:50 p.m. Eastern every Thursday and 8 p.m. every Saturday evening going forward. So, all right, Crash. This is going to be we won't do this every week, but since it's the first week, I'm going to really put you under the gun. Are you ready for this crazy? I'm going to have you make a crazy prediction just to see how close you can get. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's look at DraftKings, and I want to ask you who is going to be the top scorer in DraftKings points for tonight's slate. And give me the number on top of it.
Oh, my gosh.
These guys are
okay, no pressure.
Just see, who knows?
Okay.
We'll play a little bingo.
All right. I will take Cooper Kupp 28.
Wow, very nice. Okay. Well, he better have over the touchdowns then if he's going to be scoring that, maybe. Yeah. You never know. All right, Steven, no pressure, buddy. First out of the gate.
Oh, I like up as well. I'm thinking 24.5.
Beautiful. All right, we'll see who the winner.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see who the winner is.
The volume is gonna take over. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're wrong. I don't. I mean, it's Cooper Kupp, so we'll see. But is Stafford ready to zing those in there? That's the key. We will see. All right. Well, that's it, everybody. We want to keep these shorter and sweeter on Thursdays. We're going to get a lot more in depth on Saturdays and break down every game for you. Appreciate everybody jumping in. For those that won, we'll get those out to you on PayPal as soon as possible. And certainly join us every Thursday and Saturday as we'll be in here having a lot of fun in these chats. So thank you very much. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Crash. You guys are 2 of the best providers in the industry. I'm real proud to have you as part of the Coach Talk team. And it's going to be a fantastic NFL season. So for Crash and Steven, I'm Coach. We'll see you on Saturday when we look to break down some more NFL for DFS and Boom Fantasy.